Daphne Archonta. I am a recent alumna from the mechanical engineering program at Lassonde. I was very interested in studying mechanical engineering since I was a little girl. I was always curious about how things worked in the world, how machines were operating, how gears used to move from one to the other. I just really was curious about the physics and the math behind everything, and it was a natural progression for me to move into engineering. I had a great science teacher that pushed me to do a lot of research competitions. Through one of them, I got to do research at Lassonde from when I was still in high school. So I was introduced to this world of fancy equipment and really cool research that I was really interested in already from my high school years. And that led me to choose to continue my studies at Lassonde in the same lab that I did my high school research. It just made sense for me to go to Lassonde for mechanical engineering because I knew how great of a program it was. I can happily say that I feel like I've taken advantage of most of the opportunities that are offered at Lassonde. I took part in research throughout the 4 years that I was in the school. I got to present my own first author research at international conferences. I got to participate in very new and groundbreaking science that I never thought I would be able to be a part of coming into mechanical engineering. Another part that I had a lot of fun with was the York engineering competitions. I took part in quite a few of them, and they're really fun challenges, and I would recommend taking part in them. So most of the professors that I've worked with have been very impactful for me in my career. The one that has been the most impactful has been Professor Puyerazai. I worked with him since I was 17 years old in my final year of high school. He's the reason I chose to continue in mechanical engineering and a big part of why I'm now doing a PhD at Harvard in engineering. In my time at Lassonde, I actually had the pleasure of working with 3 labs, and I had worked on a lot of research projects. One of the most impactful ones was in Professor Azai's lab. We were developing a microfluidic device that would allow us to identify mostly disease for drugs for Parkinson's disease. We were able to develop this small device that can basically tell you if a drug can be used or is a good enough candidate for Parkinson's disease. That was my first step into research, which is also why I think it was one of the most impactful projects for me, at least for my career. In his lab, I also worked on small sensors for salinity and bacterial detection in water. I also worked on drug identification devices for other diseases. We also identified a brand new behavior in a small organism that was never seen before, and that was just a mind-blowing experience for me to be a part of. The best advice I can give you is find a good group of friends that you can get through all of this. Mechanical engineering is not the easiest degree you can do. You will need your friends out there that can support you and can explain topics to you, or you can explain topics to them. This should be a very collaborative environment. The other pointer that I would give is go to office hours and talk to your professors. They are the experts in the field. If you really don't understand something, the fastest and most time-effective way to learn it is to go to your professor and tell them that you don't understand it. They will be the best resource for you. And also participate in clubs and research. I think that's one thing that you really should do in your undergraduate years. Even if you decide that it's not for you, even if you decide to go to industry, at least you've tried it. And it's also much harder to do it after you leave university if you decide to go to industry. It's just a much easier environment to do it while you're still part of the academic world. So thank you for watching. If you need more information, please feel free to reach out to me or go to our website at Lassonde.